Welcome to my channel Hare Krishna Law. Today we will talk about the Epidemic Diseases Act 1897. It's amended in very near in the month of April for the welfare of medical professionals who are serving the society in such a hard time. So the new law names as the Epidemic Diseases Amendment Ordinance 2020. Let's talk about some provisions enshrined in this act regarding penal provisions, because everybody is concerned regarding penal provisions. What are the penal provisions? How can a person be penalized? So initially we will talk about penal provisions, and in the later on stages we will talk about who will be covered and who will be relieved from these penal provisions, who is medical staff, who is what a person mean by property. All these things we will discuss later on. So let's start. Section 3 Clause 1 of Epidemic Diseases Act says, if any person disobeys or obstructs or hinders any public servant from discharging his duty regarding prevention of the epidemic disease, he will be liable. As the guidelines are already promulgated by the state government or the local area, the citizens are supposed to act wisely and reasonably, and in any situation, if a citizen found disobeying the law or the guidelines, he will be prosecuted under section 3 clause 1. What do I mean by guidelines? Guidelines, Arogya Setu guidelines. You can find the guidelines in Arogya Setu. Wear the mask, maintain social distancing. Each and everything is small and tiny, covered under the guideline. Imprisonment is up to 6 months and fine is up to 1000 rupees. As it's a old law and the person will be prosecuted as per section 188 IPC, so the offence is bailable, and yes, he will get bail very easily. Now let's come to section 3 clause 2. Section 3 clause 2 is regarding harm, injury, loss and damage. Harm and injury to medical care health personnel. By medical health care personnel, we mean everybody, included the peon to the doctor, who is discharging his duty regarding prevention of COVID-19 as per orders of the state government. If any such person will be harmed or injured by any other person, he will be prosecuted under this section. And by harm and injury, I also mean obstruction, hindrance, harassment. So this term is not confined. Basically, it's called act of violence. Any person committing act of violence against the health care personnel, he will be prosecuted for a term of 5 years and may be fined up to 2 lakh rupees. If a person found creating loss or damage to the property related to medical care health personnel or of quarantine center of any medical establishment, mean to say hospitals or quarantine center or isolation centers or mobile units, all these things are covered under medical establishments. So any person found creating loss or damage to these properties, he will be prosecuted under section 3 clause 2. Mean to say, in both the situations, when creating loss or damage to the property, or when creating harm, or when committing act of violence against the medical health care personnel. A person needs to know, a wrongdoer needs to know that if he found committing such act, he will be sent behind bars, and there are no provisions of bail spontaneously. It's a non-bailable offence. So yes, he may have to spend some time inside the jail. Better prevent doing such activities. Now let's discuss the clause 3. Clause 3. Section 3 clause 3 says, if any wrongdoer causes grievous hurt to medical health care service personnel, mean to say, the person serving the society, discharging his duty regarding prevention of COVID-19 as per the guidelines of state government. So such person, if grievous hurt caused to him by the wrongdoer will be imprisoned, and the minimum imprisonment for such wrongdoer is 6 months, and the maximum may be up to 7 years. This is not the only criteria. He will be fined 1 lakh rupees, minimum 1 lakh rupees, and maximum 5 lakh rupees. Moreover, there are also provisions for compensation. So even after prosecution, he will be fined. Moreover, there are also provisions of compensation. Now let's discuss both these sections, section 3 clause 2 and section 3 clause 3. They are non-bailable. Section 3 clause 2 is compoundable, whereas section 3 clause 3 is non-compoundable. So what are the remedies available for getting discharged from this? If somebody does some wrong against a medical health care personnel, how he get rid of these criminal cases? What are the solutions? So my dear friend, if the medical health care personnel who booked case against the wrongdoer under section 3 subclause 2 both can compound the matter during the trial, when the charge sheet is filed, they both can compound the matter. Of course, no plea bargaining can be filed in such cases, as these cases are treated as socio-economic offences, and in socio-economic offences there is no provision of plea bargaining. So you must read out of this thought in your mind that one can move plea bargaining in such cases. Nobody can move plea bargaining in such cases. One can go to High Court under section 482 CRPC, Criminal Procedure Code, for quashing of the complete criminal proceeding, and in such scenario no prosecution will be held against the wrongdoer. But for this scenario, both the parties should be ready to settle the matter out of the court, subject to the allowance of High Court, because in 3 clause 3, where grievous hurt is caused to the medical health care personnel, the High Court may deny to quash the matter. Reason being, it's a social offence, and the social offence not only against the victim, but it's against the society. So in such cases, if the High Court quashes the matter, it gives the wrong message to the society. So for not getting the wrong message, spread it out, who will try this matter? and in how much time the charge sheet will be filed. The limitation period for filing the charge sheet in 3 sub clause 2 and 3 sub clause 3 is 1 month. The case will be investigated by the investigating officer who is not below the rank of inspector, mean to say station house officer or a person with a rank of inspector will investigate this matter. Furthermore, the case will be concluded, the trial of the this complete scenario will be concluded within an year. So within an year the medical healthcare personnel will get justice, and in case if the learned magistrate or the concerned judge doesn't deliver his judgment, he shall give in writing the reason under what circumstances he is unable to deliver the judgment. Even in case of delay, the learned judge will be granted 6 months. Furthermore, so it's a very quick remedy for medical health personnels. We salute you for your good works. कहते हैं मंदिर में भगवान ने आजकल अस्पताल में अपनी जगह बना ली है. It is said that the God had shifted his place from temple to hospital, and this is the beauty of our Hinduism, next to God. For us, doctors are next to God. Hare Krishna.